I'm going to go over my container mix recipe for this year. So basically what I've got is one 2.8 cubic foot bag of well-draining potting mix. I like the Fafard 3B. Now it just comes as Sungrow horticulture professional growing mix. And I use 1 cubic foot of compost manure. I like the Black Kow. Then I'll mix in some extra perlite to kind of compensate for the compost manure. And I always also I rinse it before I put it in. It gets all the dust out. And then when I put it in the container, I'll do a half a cup of bone meal. The Osmocote 14-14-14, I do 1 tablespoon per gallon of potting mix. So this will be 5. It's a 5-gallon container. The essential minor elements, 1 teaspoon per gallon of potting mix. So I get 5 teaspoons of that. I just mix everything to start with in a wheelbarrow. I don't add the nutrients until I'm putting it in the container though, so I can ensure that it's correct. So I don't get too much or too little in a container. So there's that. It's really good stuff. Compost manure. You don't have to use the exact same. I mean, if you're following this, I'm not saying you should use it or not, but use what's available to you and that you want to use. So I kind of break this up a little bit. I'm adding perlite. The potting mix already has perlite, but the compost manure doesn't, so I add the perlite to kind of offset that. Then I just take a rusty shovel, well, it's really the only shovel I've got, and just mix it up as well as I can. One wheelbarrow I think fills about 3 5-gallon buckets or 2.5, something like that. Maybe 3 with a little left over. I think it's 3. All right, next I add it to the bucket. I'll mix the fertilizers and amendments after I put this in the bucket. Do the first part there, and then I'll add a half a cup of bone meal for 5 gallons, close to that. Ever since I started doing this, I stopped getting the blossom end rot. It's like a slow release calcium. Let's kind of mix that in. And I've never had to like re-amend it with the bone meal. That's been enough. That much. And then for the 14-14 Osmocote, easy way to remember it, 1 tablespoon per gallon of potting mix. So this is going to get 5 tablespoons for this 5-gallon container. And then I'll add in some minor essential elements, and this is 1 teaspoon per gallon of potting mix. That's pretty much it. I just kind of mix that into this top layer here best I can. Then I'll add a little more. I'll install my plant and then I'll water it in really well. And from that point it just needs water, and I'll have it hooked up to my drip system. So that's my container mix recipe for 2021. Say I'm not telling anybody they should use it, but that's just what I'm using. All right, so first one I'm going to put in here, I'm just going to show. It's a Jericho orange, and roots are let's kind of rebound. I kind of broke these up a little bit. Just kind of make a little spot for it there. Kind of top up around it. And I did mention the slow release Osmocote. It's advertised as 3 to 4 months, but it depends on moisture, temps, and different things. So mine usually lasts 2 to 3 months. So that's when I'll re-amend, or if I'll start seeing a deficiency. And the same with the minor essential elements. I'll re-amend with it when I add more Osmocote. All right, so this is ready to go. You put a label on it and water it in really, really well until it runs out the bottom. And then it's good to go. And then just put it on my drip system. Again, I'm not telling anybody should do this. This is just what I'm using this year, and I'll show you how it does throughout the season. But anyway, hope you like that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.